We're good at three things: arguing, working steel, and brewing.
And freebooters. What are those?
He definitely looks like
I
a
guess you could say we were
micro-brew guy.
mercenaries, warriors for pay. Except a lot more loyal than that makes us sound. Avad couldn't have taken down his father without our metal and muscle. And now, some of us serve proudly as his personal vanguard.
Tell me about the derangement again.
Well, the way I hear it, 15, 20 years when a hunter came at them. So it was hard, but then the now when a few more years. If that
Very
wasn't
odd
bad enough.
to
Sawtooth.
have
Yeah, it's
that
weird.
same
So
conversation
No
again.
one knows.
If the Kharja have such a cruel history, how did you end up serving them?
The last king and his men were butchers. But the new king wants peace. There's nothing cruel about that. Besides, the Kharja don't just fight, they build. But take Meridian. Next to it, everything else is just a bunch of sticks and stones.
Just how big is Meridian? What's it like?
Where do I even start? My tribesmen are masters of the forge, the best tinkers in the world. But when it comes to building, the Kharja have us beat. The city soars over a canyon with more bridges than the Nora have roads and buildings tall as mountains. And across the valley stands the spire, like a blade thrust into the sky reflecting the sun. You really owe it yourself to see it. So consider that a challenge. Or an invitation.
Dude, chill.
I want to ask you about something you said before.
Ask away.
What else do you know about Olin?
Is he really that interesting? I'm starting to get jealous. Well, he scours the wilds for ruins, digs up stuff, and sells it to nobles. When he's not scrounging, he's scouting. Exactly the skills you want the man guiding your expedition to have. I've known him for a few years. He's a loyal companion, cares for his family, holds his drink well enough. I like him, but besides that, not much to tell.
I've never seen armor like yours before.
You've never seen Vanguard steel? Well, let me introduce you. Ring-locked, impact-protected, sturdy enough to choke a sawtooth. It has to be. The Vanguard of the Sun King's best. Life-takers and machine breakers to a one. Might even give the Nora warmaid like you more trouble than she can handle.
With all that metal to slow you down? I doubt it.
Yeah, hard to say. From where I'm standing, looks like a pretty even match.
Tell me about Olin again.
When he's not scrounging,
Why do they do it twice? I should go to the blessing.
I should make my way to the blessing.
Yeah. Look, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's obvious that you don't belong in this backwater. I mean, you're smart. You're obviously capable, and, well, I mean, look at you.
What are you talking about?
You know what. All right, if you ever visit Meridian, look me up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. Anyway, I have to go to that blessing thing, too. So, see you around, maybe?
Alrighty.
I'm with High Matriarch Lancer. We shouldn't let these Kharja outsiders pollute our sacred land. I'm with High Matriarch Lancer. We shouldn't let this
I guess we can't get on the stage.
aspirants are in place.
Just a slide in.
Oh!
Expecting more tomatoes?
In truth, I thought they were throwing stones.
Stones hit a lot harder. You'd know the difference.
If you wish to speak, we should do so after the ceremony. I'd rather not hold things up, or do anything else that angers these people.
Bast. Vala. Teresa. Jessa. Oh, who the hell's up there? Oh, a turkey. Okay. Clearly I have to... I have to go here.
Aloy, take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
That poor robed guy.
Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her honor, light its flame.
I wonder if that boy was the one that threw the stone when they were younger. For roast, for mother, for myself. Well, she doesn't know who her mother is, and that's kind of the reason, so...
In honor of my mother, whose name I would know if she hadn't abandoned me at birth.
Oh, Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
There's Olin. I have some questions for him. Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Guess Aaron told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Oseram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me? That's your trouble, not mine.
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Norland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking. That's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost.
And a second
When
for
all
his
this is
drinking.
over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the King's court. That's all.
If
When
I
we
tell
spoke
him
earlier, you winced,
this again.
then looked like you were...
It didn't show me anything.
Okay.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal.
I mean, we're just trying to
It
talk
really
to
isn't.
Tech.
You should
Like,
try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
Everyone knows Tirsa wants the outcast girl to win, and Lansra wants anyone but her to win.
what?
Oh, it's you. Oh wait, I'm not in the mood.
Boy.
Your blessing was most illuminating. I've never seen its like. A rare gift indeed.
But you don't believe in Allmother, do you?
Usually the distance between our tribes shrouds Noro ways from Karja eyes. But here among you, I see a beauty that shines true. Perhaps Naman is right after all. That the
Perhaps
sun's light
Naman is
brightens
right
all
after
lands
all.
And all peoples.
Who's Naman?
One of my brethren, who believes the sky is wide enough for the faiths of all tribes.
Who are you, Sun Priest?
I am the Reverend Irid. The glory of the Karja is the sun's glory, reflected. We sun priests are but glimmers of its great light.
You just said a lot, but you didn't tell me anything.
My apologies. My duty is to carry out the will of the sun, by serving its emissary among us, the Sun King. I comfort those who walk by the light of day, and I travel to those in far reaches, whom the light barely touches, bearing warmth.
Who is the Sun King you speak for?
His Luminance Avad is the 14th king of the Radiant Line. His light envelops the sky and everything beneath it. He is the chosen of the sun. By his divine rule, we are given sight and purpose.
You speak highly of him. Do you know him well?
By his nature, he is unknowable and infallible. We are his instruments, not his companions. I have been in his presence, but we draw down our hoods so as not to behold his light directly.
He's the sun, he has total power, and no friends. That couldn't go wrong.
Or he's just the literal sun. And they're just pagans.
If your Sun Kings are so infallible, how do you explain the crimes of the last king?
Well, the sun's glory is a great and brazen crown for a vessel as small as a man. If the vessel is flawed, indeed in the burial caves, one can see the skulls of the past kings are cracked, trialed and fired in the sun's kiln. That can be too much for any man to bear, even a ruler of men.
So the sun can make bad choices like anyone else?
Oh, no.
Is there anything wrong with being pagan? No, it's much closer to just a more literal reality.
Has there ever been a Sun Queen?
Many wives and consorts, of course. Or, oh, you mean for the sun to choose a queen? This has not happened.
Of course not.
The sun is masculine, of course, and so would choose its heirs thus.
It's a light in the sky. I've never seen anything dangling from it. I don't know if you've noticed, but women run things around here.
Well, Avad took a woman
Ah,
as
you're
captain
Norse.
of his vanguard, the first to hold such an honor.
You mean Aaron's sister, Ursa. From what he told me, she sounds formidable.
Oh, formidable indeed. A woman, and an outsider as well.
She might make a fine Sun Queen, given a chance.
A sun... Oh, no, no, no. No.
Y'all can't handle the queens.
So you live in Meridian?
I do. Where better to mark the sun's divine passage than where the sandstone glows in the light of its passing. I was raised in the mesa's great shade, its wild bird markets and metal sellers, spices and colored silks.
Bird market.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, you should behold it. And you can if you make the journey. At his luminance's order, we have flung its gates open to all.
Any Nora who leaves the sacred land becomes an exile. But hey, who knows where I'll end up. Did you come all this way just to deliver your Sun King's speech?
It is my duty, and also my
It is
honor,
my duty.
to carry the light of atonement to those we overshadowed and wronged. I swallowed my fear, but it re-emerged. I am glad Erend van Guardsman made this journey. He is my shield, a good man.
Why were the Kharja at war with the Nora?
Yeah.
Under the 13th Sun King, the Kharja had no peace with any tribe. His luminance has sent those days to dusk. We must renew the light that binds us, though few volunteered to come here.
The Nora scare you. They're good at making people feel unwelcome.
It's said one soldier died for every Nora taken alive. But I see you can be as calm as you are fierce.
This has been illuminating, but I should get going.
You have already been blessed, but may the dawn find you, the day warm you, and the dusk have light to guide your path.
Very poetic. Now I'll talk to this dude again.
Aloy, now that the blessing has been made, you and I finally have a moment to speak. I hope the ceremony wasn't too unpleasant for you, given your circumstances.
It meant nothing. I hated it. I found it beautiful. Well, I mean, it probably does mean nothing. She's not gonna hate it, and to find it beautiful, yeah.
I can't say it was comfortable, but I could see the beauty of the ritual, even so.
It takes a generous heart, Aloy, to commend a ritual that venerates all that you were denied.
All I'm saying is that it didn't bother me. I have bigger things to worry about than hearing the Nora mumble about their mothers.
I see. I imagine you must have questions for me then.
Yeah. Who's her mammy? Outcast and the proven. Why was I cast out?
Why was I made an outcast at birth, Tirsa? What crime could I have committed even before I was born?
Aloy, this is not a question I can answer.
Why not? It's simple enough.
Yeah.
And what about my mother? Is she here tonight, watching me? Or is she dead? Is she here? Or nowhere?
I am sure your mother is here with us, if only in spirit.
That's not really an answer, is it?
Is
Just so
she
you know,
dead?
Tirsa, the reason I'm here is to get answers. Real ones. And when I win the proving, I will demand them.
I know, Aloy. I would expect nothing less.
What about Rost? Why was he made an outcast?
So, he never told you?
He said he swore an oath never to speak of it.
Yes. As did I, and the other matriarchs.
Very convenient.
I'm sorry, Aloy. But Rost's past is another secret I must keep from you.
What else is new? It surprises me the tribe lets outcasts run in the proving. It's not like the Nora to be so hospitable.
It has always been law that any child outcast has this right, as a means to rejoin the tribe. So far as I know, however, you are the first ever to exercise this right.
I'm not surprised. I doubt many outcast children survive long enough in the wilds to come of age.
I think, rather, it is because child outcasts are so rare. In all my years, I've only known of one other child who was cast out. A boy of 13 who killed his mother.
Jeez.
But at the proving 5 years later, he did not appear.
No. I'd be surprised if he survived very long on his own.
But at least he had a chance. Other tribes would have simply executed him. It may be hard for you to accept, Aloy, but the practice of shunning is, relatively speaking, humane.
Oh, is it? Try it out for 18 years, Tirsa, and then let me know what you think. Ross told me that matriarchs don't just lead the tribe. What else do you do?
We teach, offer counsel, give blessings. When necessary, we judge. Our only concern is the welfare of the tribe.
We judge.
Among our number this year, we count 3 high matriarchs and some 30 lesser matriarchs.
What's the difference?
Matriarchs are grandmothers with 2 generations of living progeny. But a high matriarch is a great-grandmother with 3 or more generations to her name. Thus do we speak for generations, lending our opinions weight. The high matriarchs most of all.
So, the more children you have, the more authority you get? I guess that's one way to decide who leads a tribe.
Why would there be any other?
I don't know, brains maybe.
Why does Lansra hate me so much?
She is a woman of extreme opinions. More than that, I cannot say.
It's not my fault that I was born, or that the matriarchs decided to cast me out.
I side with you in this matter, but there are differences of opinion, and any vote of the high matriarchs requires a majority.
Alright, but still, like, why?
I
What
should've-
happened?
I'm sorry if I've been too harsh. It's just, I've wanted answers for so long.
I know, child. You're not the only one who's waited years for this day. I will be praying for your success.
Alright, I guess I could talk to this dude again.
Aloy,
No?
did you
Whoops.
have further questions?
I should go.
Until we meet.
This dude.
That blessing wasn't bad. Nice and short, anyway. But I know a half-dozen Oseram tinkers who could put on a better fireworks show.
I don't think it was necessarily a fireworks show.
Hope I'm not throwing a wet blanket on your sacred ritual. It was nice. Really.
Okay, so there really wasn't anything
well,
else to say.
Good luck in that proving thing. Maybe I'll see you in Meridian someday. Who knows?
So, like, is the proven just like we're gonna go out in the wild and have to do like X amount of hunting? Okay, yeah, we don't talk to him. There's only those 3. Alright. Well, almost fell off there.
Stranger after all.
We have Karja Faithless welcome to the festival, so why not Outcast?
I'm too nervous to talk to you. You.
Hey, you're you.
Your mother will remember your bravery today.
I like this better than the proving itself. They're really good.
We got to enjoy this every night. Proving itself is special. You know, it might be time for me to find a supper.
Oh, you drunk, lady?
This brings me back.
In my mother's day, the proving was a more solemn occasion.
I guess I probably should do the quick save.
Motherless chuff.
What'd you say?
Find your bed, Outcast, and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Damn.
Oh, this is the bed house? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
You're very present here. Well, well. Look who's come in from the wild.
Boss.
The motherless outcast. I see you've still got a scar from where that rock I threw hit you.
It was
Yeah,
him.
that's a cherished memory.
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
A real lard. Oh, man.
We saw you talking with the outsiders. Couldn't convince them to take you either, huh? Where's your bite, outcast? Or did you need my permission to speak in the presence of a true Nora?
Are you gonna let boss talk to you that way? I wouldn't.
You didn't know the words to the blessing, did you? But no one hears your prayers anyway.
Damn.
This is your battle to fight, not mine. Your target's right over
You didn't know the words to the
if
blessing,
you can hit
did
the
you?
mark.
But no one hears your prayers anyway. Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's heart. And you definitely don't belong in the proving.
Just a quick, swift kick in the nards. I'm going to win. I pity you. You're afraid. Yeah, he's a little scaredy boy.
You can sense it. You already know you're gonna lose.
I've trained all my life for the proving. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anything.
Really? Confidence is quiet. You're not.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
What a loser.
The look on your face when I knocked that stone out of your hand was pretty entertaining. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for boss to get some sleep. You'll be the one surprised tomorrow, outcast.
He did not just speak in a third person.
Oh, are you gonna shut your mouth? Because that would be a surprise.
Nice job handling Bast. That should keep him quiet. Till morning, anyway.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are. The competition. The others, they'll finish the proving. Most of them. But win it? That's down to Bast, you, or me. Vala.
Nice to meet you, Vala. You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get some sleep. I plan to be well rested when I run you into the ground tomorrow. Your bunk's right there when you want it.
Okay. Thanks. Wouldn't run across her.
I'm here for the proving, that's it. Leave me alone.
Alright. Let's just go sleepies, so.
So, your first day in Mother's heart. What do you think? You've never slept in a Nora lodge before. Not very private.
Too soft.
Comforts and distractions. That's what I think.
Not all comforts are bad.
Comforts are weakness.
You sound just like my mother. You can always go back to living in the wilds if you have to. In the meantime, get some rest.
Well, maybe your mother was out in the wild. How about that? Maybe she knows. Oh, wow. Alright, so what are we doing in this proven? Is it a race, or are we hunting? Looks like we're just gonna be watching. Okay, really?
Braves! Ready yourselves!
What will it take to get you out of here?
Razor!
What are we doing? Oh, snake. What? What am I supposed to do? Just attack? Oh. Probably would have been smart not to get so close. What am I doing? Maybe I should just stay in one spot and not